What is up, guys? Max Vangeli here from NoFace Records, and today we are going to talk about the most important topic ever: submitting your amazing music to these great labels around the world, electronic music labels. So what we did in this video is I picked out some of my favorite labels and how they do the submission process, and also talked about our submission process and how to draft simple and basic and effective emails and follow certain rules that are quite basic, but they can lead you into the wrong direction of labels not hearing your stuff whatsoever, not downloading your music, and basically your music not being heard. So let's dive in. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please do subscribe, like, comment below. We're going to continue these kind of industry videos and production videos because I know how important they are for you guys. So let's dive right in and check out those demo emails and the correct way to submit your demos in order to make sure that they are heard by all the labels. Okay, guys, so we pulled up a couple of our favorite labels, and the first one will be Toolroom. Shout out to Mark Knight. You go to toolroomrecords.com. You're gonna look through this beautiful website they have. It really is really nice. And we are gonna go all the way down to the Academy, and boom, submit your demo. Okay, so you click here. Please upload your demo via this page. So they're using a like a demo drop system that you basically sign up for. You're gonna say no, for example. You can sign up with Facebook or Spotify or with email, and then once you fill that up, they're gonna give you some kind of a link that you will upload. So this is probably gonna be like an MP3 demo drop type of thing. So there might not even be any kind of information that you fill out here other than the music. So fairly simple. Nice and clean for them to check out. It seems like they get a lot of demos and can't reply to everybody, of course, but they do listen to everything. So that's Toolroom. Let's take a look at Stamped Records. Shout out to Martin Garrix, of course. So this is the front page of their record label with the music here, and right there you have the demo submission. So you're gonna go ahead and click here. So they work directly through SoundCloud, okay? So kind of like a similar system as Toolroom, but a little different. So in this case, it's really important to read the information on the details. So for example, obviously no remixes, no bootlegs, very important. So in this case, you're gonna be signing in with your SoundCloud account. So let's go ahead and click here, log in. Continue as NoFace Records, and then it's going to give you a page, and there you go, a bunch of information that's needed. Additional socials not mandatory, and then you're going to follow the steps and submit probably some more information after you fill this out. I am obviously not going to fill this out, otherwise Martin's going to be like, yo bro, are you sending some demos? The next one we're going to take a look at is Repopulate Mars. We got our boy Luan right there. Yeah, NoFace represent. Absolutely. Okay, great. And let's find their demos. Okay, so demos right there. A lot of these labels, it's not that they hide it, but it's like difficult to find sometimes. All right, let's take a look at this. Demos. All right, so email. So here's the email right away, so you can use an email, and it says again, SoundCloud links only, private. So demos that are not private will not be considered. So this is important for those of you small guys that don't necessarily put things private. They will not listen to your demo if it's not private. And so if you don't if you didn't read the fine print, there you go, you know. If you submit more than one demo, please send them in a private playlist. Again, private. Please do not use more than 4 demos at once. If you send more than 4 demos, we will only listen to the top 4. So if you send an album without even reading all of this, you're going to be very confused, of course. We only accept demos that are sent as private. Again, private, private, private. Again, see, they have or Dropbox, so you do have an option of sending it as a Dropbox link. See, NoFace does not accept demos with Dropbox. Demos sent over in any other form, these above right here, will not be considered. So fine print, fine print. And then also they do have some kind of a demo drop system here. Let's take a look at it here. Send us music. So you click here. Again, it opens up some sort of an option where you can choose your MP3. See, here it doesn't say if it needs to be an MP3 or not. I would most likely send MP3s to these upload things because it's just faster and easier to download. So that's how Repopulate Mars does it. Now, let's go to Armada. Armada has a dedicated page, actually, to this whole scenario here. And they have a very nice write-up about how to send a demo, first impressions, and whatnot. And to how to send the actual demo, there's a couple of different ways. I think you need to send it either through their academy where you can get feedback, or you have the demo drop right here in the bottom right corner. You go here again, very simple. You probably upload the MP3, and that leads you to some more information that you need to fill out, and that's basically how Armada does their demos. I wanted to show you guys sort of like all sorts of different variations, and now I'm going to dive into how we accept demos and how our demo process works. We are more of email based because I feel like these demo drops, a lot of these demo drop scenarios are really great, especially for well-established labels. We still like the email form because we're forwarding these tracks to our A&R team, and it just helps us maneuver a bit easier. So NoFace Records is a SoundCloud listening format demo scenario, essentially. So we only accept SoundCloud links sent to us by email. And this is my chance to kind of go in and show you guys what a proper way to send a demo to a label to have more success with, of course, getting it heard and signed. So I have a track here from Bad Santa. It's a record on NoFace. As you can see, it is on a private. So it is a private. Just like we saw it on Repopulate Mars. It kind of shows that the track is not out there somewhere. People haven't heard it and whatnot, Now, it's extremely important to make sure that it is also downloadable. Do you see the downloadable option right here? If you don't know how to turn that on SoundCloud, what you want to do is you want to click Edit, and you're going to go to Permissions, and right here, Downloadable. You can just turn that on. The reason why this is so important is because a lot of DJs like myself like to test music before we sign it. So if I get this sent to me and I'm playing somewhere or I'm in another country, I just want to quickly download it, test it out, and let you know. That's the other thing. You want to make sure that you're sending an extended version, not a radio cut. So it's got an intro and an outro in order for me to be able to play it. As you can see, it's an extended version right here. Don't send radio cuts to labels because especially labels that are DJ-based labels and because we want to test out records. Now, another a question that people ask is about the art. Like, what should I put there? If you really want to go for a slam dunk and you have one of your favorite labels that you're kind of trying to get to, it's a nice touch to put the branding. If you're sending it to Repopulate, you can just Google Repopulate's logo. It's not very difficult. You go Repopulate Mars, just go to images, right there. You just grab it, grab this, and then place it right here. So it gives a bit of a special, definitely bonus brownie points, 100%. It's really nice. So once you have the SoundCloud link ready to go, it's time to figure out what are we going to be doing for our email. Now it's time to send that demo. So obviously, once we pull up that demo email, in our case, it's demos@nofacerecords.com. Subject line is fairly not that important, kind of not. You can keep it very simple. Demo submission, very simple. Since it's going here, we already know that it's a demo submission. So this is where we get straight to the point. So you want to say something, you want to make it nice and short, but also add the important things that are going to get our attention, like support and whatnot. So for example, I'm going to draft a perfect email that is all we care about, and it's going to be a slam dunk as long as your music is there. So, hey guys, my name is Max Vangeli, and I am a producer, DJ from San Francisco. Okay, so here is a very basic, kind of to the point. My name is, and this is where I'm from. I personally, when I'm looking at demos, I like to see what your name is, and I also kind of like to see where you're from, because it gives it a personal touch. It looks like you are reaching out to the label with the desire to work with us, of course. So that's all you got to do, is your name and where you're from. Nobody really cares about where you went to school. Nobody cares necessarily that much. I see a lot of guys putting their age or some other information. That's really, really not important, honestly, at this point. This is all that's important. Now, the second thing that I would say is something really brief and very, very nice about the label. For example, I have been following you guys for a while and love the music you are putting out. Big fan, right there, big fan. So there you go. So this is something really important to us. It kind of shows us that we're doing something right. It really makes us feel good, about ourselves, about the process and everything. So, but that's it. That's all you wanna put down. Now you want to probably start a new line where you're getting straight to the point. Would love to send you my music for consideration. Right here, right? Here you go. Would love to send my music for consideration. We're like, so exactly, we're here. We know what's up. We are ready to go. So you're gonna go ahead and copy your SoundCloud link, place it right here. Okay. Now the next thing that you want to do is basically add, if you have nothing else to add about the song, you can literally say best regards and that's it. In this case, we're going to add some juicy information that's going to catch the attention of the label, of course. This is the only additional information that we would love to hear. You can say something like this: early support, which we love. Labels love early support. So you can say early support, David Guetta, Skrillex, Elon Musk. So this is really good information. If you put that right there, early support, or you could say early radio support on something big, maybe BBC Radio 1. Those things are really, really important to us, but that's it. That's where you draw the line. So after that, you say, thank you so much for your time. That's a nice one. Best regards, Max Vangeli. Okay, so maybe put a space, space here. Sometimes I wonder, like sometimes I think, oh, maybe should I make these bold, like maybe maybe early support and just make it bold like this, just so it's more visible. But the thing is, don't add too many of these italics and all of that stuff, because it makes an email kind of look bogus, you know what I mean, and not really kind of real, and as if it's more of like a junk email essentially. So for example, I'm going to show you an email that I got from one of my like in the demo emails. I think it's more of a promotional email, so I don't want to like knock on the guy or anything like that, so I'm not really sure what it is. I'm absolutely not putting anybody down here, but you want to avoid sending these kind of things. Okay, so this is what I got. You have some flyer. This is clearly not a personalized email, because you could see it's some kind of like a multi-blast. Listen now, with some link to listen now, then information about the socials, which no one really cares at this stage, when the demo is being sent. So again, like you see, this doesn't look very personalized at all, So I see a lot of emails of people sending stuff with, their pictures from gigs and all of that stuff. It's really unnecessary, and it creates a lot of unnecessary kind of things for me to look at when I'm checking demos. The other thing that I absolutely hate is when people send me like more than one link, for example, or like, in the case of Repopulate Mars, where there's like more than 4 tracks. I don't like to receive more than one track, to be honest with you. We don't really sign albums whatsoever, so sending albums is also kind of pointless to labels, especially nowadays. I would honestly focus on taking 1 or 2 best of your records, and if you do choose to send more than one record, I suggest the same thing as Repopulate, is where you want to create a playlist with multiple records underneath your SoundCloud link. So basically, just like a playlist essentially. Nice and simple, to the point, to the T. There you have it. And you will have I promise you, if you keep it just like that, keep it nice and clean, you're going to have a lot more success. If a label declines your record, you can say, thank you so much for your time. Don't get into too many questions and back and forth of like why questions, this and that and all of that. Maybe necessarily, like I don't mind getting a reply saying like, thank you so much for your time. You don't really even need to do that, as long as you keep it nice, short, and precise. I can see that this is super organized and super, super clean. And when I go to this link, by the way, be careful about the branding and everything. And sometimes I see some like bogus comments. You're not supposed to have comments on your private demo submissions. You need to avoid that, because when I see comments, I'm confused. Is this out already? Have people already heard this? And then also weird images here. It's better to leave this blank, like a complete black background or a logo of yourself, than having some kind of artwork that you think is going to fit for this track and whatnot. Again, super simple, precise, to the point, and I promise you the success rate is going to be through the roof. Good luck with everything, guys. Be sure to comment down below about anything that you learned or you would like to learn. Follow us, like the video, and definitely follow NoFace. Every single subscriber helps our movement with the next generation of electronic music producers. We need your help, we need your support, so we appreciate every single one of you.